Here
Put them on
comes
now. You got the band-aids?
this bout is skipped.
Yeah. So take a shower and then lotion up. And once you dry up, I just put them on your
These
back.
athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that party coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A perfect counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
I'm in the middle of that. All around that. So,
well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the fight's good work.
yeah, and don't put no more viruses on these shit.
It's round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just misses with that uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
They blocked the left there. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, what a shot! Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fight. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, Bivol now stumbling and bumbling. Is he going to go down? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Block.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come sooner. There's the bell for round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. What a punch. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the guts took him out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
What they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You think that it's autumn? Yo, I can't stand these rap boys. Feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stat boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal. So anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team. I know 7 man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats.
How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber. This is Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. Just, of course, famously knocked out Sonny Liston. He's 20-0 with 16 KOs.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
All right, can you imagine being the fighter? Sometimes you think under the lights is hot, but when you've got the sunlight, it's a lot to take in.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The straight right just misses. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure You prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Swinging a miss with the left uppercut. Halfway through the round, I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is a high-octane battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
So that they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
The counter lands. Don't get caught up. Did you see that? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Big shot, and down goes Ali. See that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Be smart when you go out there.
And there's the bell to start round three. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Good counter punching. Goodness, Johnny! And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
There's a counter shot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to...
Been close to this fight.
Here's the bell for round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Nice counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. They exchange punches. Through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was off target. That counter punch caught him clean. Straight right just misses. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without...
Here's the bell to start round 5. Beautiful counter shot. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart.
And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Wet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. walk around the ring. They've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody else.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on. Breathe.
This is the beginning of round 6. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he...
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your breath.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what?
A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try to...
Have you ever wanted to fight alongside the fishes? Well, we're about to do it here at the beautiful Atlantis. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Sugar Ray Leonard. No.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Not too many seats to be had in this. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. wasn't ready for that counter punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He misses with that jab. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a building.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the right uppercut. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Catch and shoot. Perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Here we go. It's round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You believe what we are seeing. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Jab. Nice counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice exchange here from both men. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Threw the uppercut but did not score. That counter punch caught him clean. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Straight right just misses. And Sugar is in trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Sugar Ray is rocked. Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
General's back in the building. Trust. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man moves wicked.
Who could forget what happened here May 18th, 2024? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Sebastian Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red.
So much hype. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Right on the button with that right hand. Misses with the straight left. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
And he scores with the counter. And they figure out the combination to this save.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that bit.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The charts action from both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. For these two. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like
Computer
the
done.
match made in heaven.
I'm about to get on it.
That counter shot lands. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. fight has a real good flow to it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
See if the sums will pull up on your computer now.
How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? That jab misses. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Himself out, though. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Holding nothing back here in the round. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Complete to the finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than equal.
Counter punch. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10. Robinson